Buddy, I'm Bob Schneider. Welcome to the Song Club.
I knew it was a bad idea to meet you here, my dear. 'Cause now that I've done it, my heart.
Well, here we are once again, back at the Song Club, number 55. What's up, boy? Oh, Song Club number 55 has a nice ring to it. Sounds like a superhero. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, it's good to be back. We're at the Song Club. I want to thank everybody on Patreon. Thanks, everybody, for your support on Patreon. I hope you guys are enjoying it over there. The live streams, the monthly, let's just call them what they are. The monthly album of unreleased new, maybe not new, but unreleased material that nobody in the world has except for you guys. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't know what you guys are paying on Patreon, but I do appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting the goods out, is the way they call it in the business. They call it getting the goods out. And I appreciate you guys letting me get the goods out. Otherwise, the goods would just stack up, which is what they did for years. They just stacked up around here. And so now I'm unloading them. Same way that Tony Soprano might unload a truckload of stolen cigarettes. Except these aren't stolen unless you want to say that they're stolen from my imagination. In that case, yes, they are completely highway robbery of my mind. So I got this new instrument. I don't know what it's called, but it sounds like this. And I used it in one of the songs. And it's pretty cool, but I think this is actually a pretty cheap one. And I should probably get a better one, because this one barely works. But it's another instrument that I've got. I've got the newest instruments I've got are that thing, and then I've got this, which is called a snake charmer. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see what it is. Anyways, that's some authentic shit right there. That's from, like, I imagine that's from India. Or a neighboring country to India. Whatever those might be, I don't know geography at all. But yeah, this is what a snake charmer sounds like. And if you're a snake, if you're driving and you're a snake, pull the car over, because you're about to get charmed up, biatch. You got to have a lot of lung power to operate that snake charmer. Also, the snake charmer smells like what I imagine my grandma's underarms smell like. I don't know, because she's been dead for a while. But back in the day, I feel like had I gone over to her house when she was still alive and said, "Hey, Granny, can I nuzzle up in them pits?" it would have smelled very similar to that snake charmer. But I don't know. Again, it's a mystery. There's a lot of mysteries in the world, and that's one of them. But it's not really that much of a mystery because I feel like I've solved it. I guess we're on the 6th floor in an old-timey elevator, and the roof is leaking. Oh, are we in The Shining? I guess so. I guess we're in The Shining. Anyways, I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. If you're listening to this in your car, I hope it's a nice car. I hope you don't have any problems with it. I hope it's getting you where you need to go. I hope everything in your life is just fucking picture perfect. I really do. I hope that the people that you would love and admire you too. I hope everything's just going great. You still have your dreams. They're not completely shattered and broken, or I know most of them are. But maybe there's a secret one that you've kept that you've never shown anyone. Hopefully that one's still in working order. And yeah, I just hope everything's good for you. And here's what I do know that's good for you. You're in the Song Club, and it's a safe, wonderful place. And every month, you get these new schnitty hits or hitters or bombs, bricks, some people call them. The real deal, not some bullshit. A lot of people will pawn off their bullshit. I know a lot of I've looked at a lot of Patreon things where they give away songs, and man, those songs that they give away, these other Patreon people, are bullshit. But the ones here, these are crafted using that German song technology, son. The best that in the business. I was going to say the best that I have but it's the best in the business. I could say the best I have or the best in the business. It's the same technology. And here's what I'm going to do today. I say this every time. We're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into the songs. And this week, I'm just going to talk about song craft, what it took to write these songs, what I was thinking, where I was at, how you can craft your own songs. Basically, at the end of this song club, you're going to have all the knowledge it takes to be a master song writer. Now, normally, if you saw this shit on YouTube, which you can see it on YouTube, and you might be watching it on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're like, oh shit, where does he ask us for $120? It ain't gonna happen. I'm giving you the knowledge for free. For free, my friend. My friend. Listen to me. There's not gonna be any of me trying to sell you anything. You already pay your admission to get in here. And the admission price was free, son. Listen to me, my friend. My friend, listen to me. You already paid your admission price, which was free. So you're going to get this knowledge. It ain't going to cost you anything. Now, is that a good business move? Hell no. Am I a good businessman? Hell no. Do I just care about you? Yeah. Do I want to make that money? Kind of. Is this the way to go about it? No. The way to go about it is you say you're going to do something, and then right before you do, you go, give me that money, motherfucker. Yo, that thing I said I was going to do, give me that money now, and then I'll tell you. And then you give them the money, and then they tell you, and you're like, oh, I already knew that. You give them the money, and then they tell you something you already knew. Or they tell you something and you immediately forget it. Or they tell you something and you don't do it. Either way, they got your money and you're just sitting there going, what the fuck? What am I going to learn? But this ain't that situation. This is just me telling you how to do it, how it's done, mapping it out. And you too can write songs as good as the ones you're going to hear, or maybe better, but probably not, and probably not even close to as good. Let's just start with the newest one. It's called Sweet Bombay. Now, is it a song about Bombay, India? Is it a song about hanging out in sweet Bombay? Hell no. Hell no. It's about my baby being a sweet Bombay. Let's listen to it. This might be the biggest hit I've written this week. Yeah. That's me just saying yeah right now. That's not really on the track. Yeah.
My baby, she's the one. Fuck me up like a bomb. Oh, when she's on, it's like the whole world is gone. And she was raised in the woods.
Let's turn that shit up.
Never do what you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. My baby, she don't play. Oh, but that's okay. She my sweet Bombay.
Ooh. Yeah.
Her mind's in the future. Her legs in the past. Her body like the TV. Got that Baywatch ass. I know it's not normal. She hotter than Chernobyl. she blowing me away every day. She my sweet bomb bae.
Damn, that's the shit right there. By the way, if you're thinking about going out on a date or doing some dating, that's the music you need to put on immediately when you get back to the house. Just put that on and let the sparks of romance fly. Speaking of sparks of romance, I've been watching Love on the Spectrum, the second season. It's not as good as the first season, but they've got everybody's favorite dude from the first season on the second season, so that's kind of cool. And you really want all of these people to find love, and you realize as you're watching it, they're probably never going to find love because people with autism have a hard time. they're lovable and they're nice and stuff, but they take a lot of the romance out of the situation because of the way they interact with people. It's kind of like that old Barry White thing. Where Barry White, I don't know if you've ever listened to one of his records, but he's a very romantic fellow, and he kind of is like, yo, baby, take off that sweater and let me make you a cold cup of juice up in this bitch. And then you're like, damn, I'm feeling something nice. That's Barry White. But here's the deal. If Barry White said it this way, it wouldn't be as romantic, which is like this. Yo, baby, let me make you take off that sweater and let me make you a cold glass of juice. Yeah, all of a sudden you're like, what? What? What's in the juice? Is it not juice? Anyways, then you're like, who is this one? What? I gotta get out of here. Wait, come back? What? No. Bye. Anyway, so there's a little bit of that on that Love on the Spectrum. Here's what I think I'm gonna do on this fucking song club. Usually these things are like an hour. I'm gonna fucking just clock. I'm just gonna fucking go boom, 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 boom. We're gonna be out of here in like 15 minutes. Fuck this bullshit. Score, motherfucker. By the way, not safe for work. The song club, is it for kids? I mean, it depends. How are you raising your kids? You want your kids to know everything? Then let them listen to the song club. If you want them to know less than everything, don't. You decide what kind of parent you want to be. Do you want your parents to watch this? Hell yeah, you do. Your parents are listening to the song club. Your parents are my biggest subscribers on Patreon. So just know that. And I appreciate it. I appreciate them. I appreciate you. And I appreciate the future Patreons, your grandchildren. When your grandchildren are on Patreon, that's when I know I will have reached the mountaintop. Like Martin Luther King, I won't get there with you, but God damn it. One of my kinfolk, hopefully my son or daughter, and not my ex-wife or current or wife that I had when I became deceased. Hopefully my children will be banking and getting that song club. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So yeah, that's that sweet Bombay. Now, here's what happened. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag because I told you guys at the end of this show, you're going to know how to write the songs. So let's get into it. Here's what I did. So I was somewhere and I came up with the phrase beef bomb. And I was just like, oh yeah, she wants that beef bomb because I'm stupid and I'm a dude and that's funny and stupid. So I like stupid, silly shit. And so I just kept saying, ooh, she want that beef bomb. Bae. And then I put the Bay in there, and I was like, well, that's a song. And so I wrote a song with Beef Bombay in it, which I'm about to play you. And no, I'm not. Actually, I'm not going to play it for you because I don't have it. I think I might have erased it. Anyways, I wrote a song. And it was... Do I have it? Let me look. Dude, if you're listening to this, you're like, oh, this guy's fucking cracked the code on podcasts by looking stuff up. Let's see if I've got this. I've got the Beef Bomb. I've got Beef Bomb. What was my first recording of the Beef Bomb? Oh, here it is, Beef Bombay. Let's listen to a little bit of it and see if it's what I think it is. Oh, yeah. So this is what it was originally. Let's check it out. Your big fat mom. She wants that big beef bomb. They sometimes call her Tom. She likes her cum in her bum. Oh, not safe for work. She's got long legs that look like kegs full of bars. She begs for kegs of cum. She wants that beef bomb, bae. She wants that beef bomb, bae. She's got grass in her eyes. All right, you get the idea. So that was the song I wrote originally. And it wasn't very good. I was like, well, it's funny. And then I wrote the song that I just played to you. But instead of it saying Sweet Bombay, I was still using she want that beef Bombay. And then I played it for my wife, and my wife's like, oh, I like this song. But the lyrics are stupid as fuck. So I was like, yeah, you're right. And then I changed it to Sweet Bombay. And all of a sudden, I went from 100,000 followers to 100 million followers. So that's how you do it. You don't stop. You don't stop until you get enough. Don't stop till you get enough. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. I mean, if you stop before you get enough, you don't end up with the Beatles. But if you don't stop until you get enough, you end up being the Beatles. And so that's what happened. I started with that crazy song. And then Beef Bombay. And then I ended up at Sweet Bombay. So you do the same thing. Start off with your song. Just have it be like a simple sketch of something like, I ripped my jeans. And then change that to Vaseline Tiger. And then you'll be like STP, Stone Temple Pilots, in case you don't know what that stands for. All right, so that's the first song, Sweet Bombay. It's a hit, of course. Now, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I wrote this next song called Baby Boy because I purchased a new instrument, which was around here, but now where is it? I don't know. Anyways, does it matter? No. But basically what it is, it's sort of a thing that sounds like a recorder, like a pipe wind instrument. And I started playing around with it, and then I wrote this song. Now, does it sound like I'm going out to the country, blah, 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 blah? Yeah, it does. It sounds almost identical to it. Am I ever going to put this song out? No. Do I need to worry about copyright infringement? No. No. Somebody might come across it and go, hey, man, this sounds uncomfortably like this other song. And I'll be like, I know it does. That's why it's not going to be on the album. But is it a fun song to listen to? Yes. Did I play it on my live stream? Did people comment that they liked it? Yes. So anyways, here it is. Let's listen to it. It's called Baby Boy. Please to enjoy. Oh, we better crank this shit up. There we go.
Go, 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 call me on my burner. Your baby boy's a fast runner. I can give you what you need tonight. I got these laces up my sleeve, make it feel just right. Show me where the money be. Oh, baby boy, he kinda funny, see. I got away, taking the good with the bad. I got $150 I borrowed from my dad. So let me be your baby boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby, let me bring you joy.
Oh, shit.
Let me be your baby boy toy. I'll be your baby boy. Your baby boy. I just wanna be your baby boy.
Oh, shit. It's like the Carolina lemon drops or whatever those fuckers are called. Whatever they are. The bona fide honey. The Alabama honey monsters. I don't know what they're called. Doesn't matter. Anyways, that's called Baby Boy. And yeah, I want to be your baby boy. Now, are there people that dress up like babies and want people to change their diaper and stuff? Yeah. Is that what that song's about? I mean, if there's a big enough community and they're going to get behind me and I'm going to be like their new song daddy, then yes. But I have a feeling that's not the case. I mean, how big can that group be? Can't be that many people. I will say this. The people that are into that, dressing up like a baby and having their mommy give them a titty full of morning milk, those dudes are all running giant corporations. Like, they are the most evil corporate dude you've ever seen, and then at night they're dressing up in a diaper, and then somebody's coming over and putting powder on their butt. Because guess who's not doing the baby thing? Somebody who's fucking working at a parking garage. The parking garage, motherfucker, those dudes are like, I'm not dressing up like a baby because I'm already kind of like a little baby working at this fucking parking garage. By the way, parking garage attendant, you're fired. Guess why? Robots. Guess why? Automated parking attendants. Oh, the people at the airport that make $28 trillion a week in parking, you're fired if you're working there, because now it's just robots that you can't see. It'd be cool if they had like animatronic, like old-timey Disney robots when you left the fucking, right when they fucking give you the bill. Oh, that'll be $80 for parking. At least if they had like an animatronic, like Johnny Depp looking motherfucker there, then you could be like, oh, at least they're providing some entertainment. At least they give a fuck. They don't give a shit. They're just like, give us your fucking dough, you motherfucking piece of fucking cocksucking fuck. Yo, your money, it's ours. Why? Because we have a piece of land that has concrete on it that your car was on. So that money, give it over now. Oh, are we going to have a human be cool and like be like, hey, can I have your money, please? No. Fucking robot. Is it going to be a cool animatronic robot like at Disneyland? No. It's going to be a fucking shitty ass machine with a shitty display. Like a display from a fucking Nintendo game from the fucking 90s. It's 2021. Have a 3D hologram of fucking Princess Leia when you leave the fucking parking lot. You guys have made $38 trillion. Meanwhile, the motherfucker owns that parking lot is dressed up in a fucking diaper with a bow in his hair, and some fucking nanny's got her fucking thermometer halfway up his ass going, oh, little baby wants his temperature take. Hey, put a fucking hologram at the fucking exit, Abia. All right? Let's get that fucking knocked out. Pronto, pronto. Pronto, pronto. Shit. Sorry. Every once in a while, I'll just go right into Italian. I do this podcast in English. Then I do the whole podcast in Italian, German, French, Russian, and custodian. Now, people might be unfamiliar with the language custodian, but it's just for janitors. I keep the podcast like I'm really even keel, because janitors, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to have a podcast where you jolt the janitor out of their sleep coma or whatever they're in that allows them to do their job. Because if you fucking wake up a janitor, it's like basically like waking up a sleeper cell, like an assassin. If you wake up a janitor out of their sleep spell, basically the next week, people will start going missing at whatever school or office, park, or wherever the fuck that janitor's doing his job. And then you're like, what happened to Nancy? We haven't seen her. And what's up with Bill the janitor? How come he's got that sleepy look in his eye? Now he looks a little wound up. And I found some teeth in the bathroom. What the fuck? Yeah, don't wake up a janitor. Anyways, that's why I do the Sean Club for the janitors. It's called the custodian version. You can find it on YouTube. Just search for Bob Schneider Song Club custodian version, and it should pop up. If not, your computer's not very good. Let's listen to another new song. So this is a song called Norman McDonald. The phrase was "the ghost." So that was the phrase. I sent it out to the group. Everybody wrote a song that had the word "the ghost" in it. Some people would say "the words." Those people would be wrong. So I wrote a song with the ghost. Now, you're probably thinking, it's a spooky Halloween song that's going to replace Monster Mash as the #1 super Halloween bomb for the next 30 years. And in that regard, you would be right. But I started a different path. Now, here's the key to great songwriting. Don't do the expected. Do the unexpected, and then when people see that, and by see I mean hear, they will be fucking happy. Don't do what Taylor Swift does, which is just state the obvious over and over again and make trillions of dollars and make everybody love you. Fuck that. Do something different. Make it interesting. Okay? Did that cost you $120? No. You're welcome. All right, let's listen to this song. This is called Norman McDonald. Now, two things happened the week I wrote this song. One, Norman McDonald passed away, which is a real bummer because he's one of the funniest guys ever. If you don't know that, you haven't listened to his podcast. You have to listen to the Norm McDonald podcast to get an idea of how smart and funny he is. Once you listen to that, then you can go on YouTube and watch all his guest appearances, and you'll understand what he's doing and why it's so funny and why all other comedians talk so highly about him. So he died, and I was really upset and bummed out. Now, the other thing that happened was I was on the internet looking at weird instruments because your boy has been, buying up the internet, buying all the instruments that you'll see in the musical instrument museum, but now they're at my house. So I was looking at hurdy-gurdies, which I won't be buying because they're fucking expensive as shit, and you can't get a cheap one. So I was looking at hurdy-gurdies, and there was some dude that was fucking rocking out on an electric hurdy-gurdy, and this dude was the biggest fucking nerd I've ever seen in my life. Now, I'm a nerd. I will freely admit it. My wife's a nerd, and I like nerds. And nerds are the people that I like to hang out with because they're smart and funny sometimes, but they're smart mostly. Anyways, this dude's fucking rocking out on an electric hurdy-gurdy, and it was making me laugh so fucking hard, which was nice because I was so sad about Norm McDonald dying. Anyways, I used all that and created this song called Norm McDonald SUPERNERD.
Super nerd, super nerd.
Good start so far, I think. Pretty good.
Super nerd, super nerd. Playing the electric hurdy-gurdy on YouTube, probably from an Eastern European city. Looks kinda skinny, too skinny to be an American. Super nerd, super nerd.
Oh, there's that fucking... There's the pipes. The pipes of Galilee. Those are the pipes of Ireland, son. Can you hear the pipes of Ireland? I hear the pipes of Ireland. It's making the pee come out of my penis. The ground is loamy with Irish bone. The loamy Irish ground covered in bones of our ancestors. Ireland. Pass me a steamy pint of ale, ya motherfucker.
The unspeakable, unmovable, unknowable door.
What?
That one shut forevermore.
Ooh, rhymes. He rhymes. Finally.
Holds the ghost of everyone who's come before.
I guess we're listening to this whole song, by the way.
Norman McDonald.
Yep, that's the song called Norman McDonald SUPERNERD. My favorite song of the month, probably, now that I'm listening back to it. If you'd asked me before, is that your favorite song, I'd have probably said, maybe not. Maybe not. I should have put all that fucking Irish shit in there, though, when I recorded it. So, speaking of death, I wrote a song a while back called Ground Out. So what I do every month when I'm putting this together is I'll go through, I have a list of all the songs that I've got demos for, and I'm always kind of shocked when I find songs that I haven't released on the Song Club that I really like. And this is one of them. In fact, all the other songs that I'm putting out this month are all some of my favorite songs I've ever written. This next song is called Ground Out, and now that came from my buddy Clint Wells, who I do a podcast with called I'm Okay, You're Okay, I'm Not Okay, You're Not Okay. You guys know that, though. And we were sitting around one time and we were talking about being ground down. We were just talking about, that as you live your life, slowly but surely you're ground down. Ground down until you're ground out. And that's just what living is. You start out, you're full of hope and happiness and love and, dreams. And then year after year, just ground down, and then you're ground out. And we thought that was real funny. And so I made the phrase when we ground out, and this is what I ended up writing. And I like the song a lot. I don't play it a lot because people don't like to hear songs about death, because when you go out and see a band, what you want to do is you want to think about other things. You want to take your mind off of death and work and problems at home and all that shit, and you just want to have a good time. So I don't do it very often, but I like the song and it's fun to play. And it was fun to write, and I hope you enjoy it. It's called Ground Out. Oh shit. Are we in the future? This is the sound of the future.
Time will come, we'll be ground out. Time gon' come, we'll be ground out. Stuck like you want, there is no doubt. Time gon' come, we'll be ground out. Julius Caesar had it all, built a golden city with 100-foot walls, but no walls high enough can't be knocked down. When it comes down, we'll be ground out. Time will come, we'll be ground out. Time gon' come, we'll be ground out. Stuck like you want, there is no doubt. Time gon' come, we'll be ground out. Steve Jobs, top of the stack, made $1 million to be exact. At the age of 50, God took him away, nothing yours to keep on Judgment Day. Time will come, we'll be ground out. Time gon' come, we'll be ground out. Stuck like you want, there is no doubt. Time gon' come.
Damn, I could listen to that song for a long time. It's got a good vibe to it, even though it is talking about, dying or being, squashed by life. It's fun. I like the fact that I included Steve Jobs. There are people like that. When Steve Jobs dies, or David Bowie, is that how you say it, Bowie? David Bowie, I think so. David Bowie. When somebody like that dies, you realize, oh yeah, you can have all the money, you can have all the power, you can have all the people in the world telling you how great you are, and then death just goes bye-bye. It just comes and goes, hey, you're going to come with me. And you're like, I don't want to, and I got all this stuff, and I want to keep enjoying it. And death's like, I don't think so. Just waiting for this train to go by. Anyways, that's called Ground Out. The way you write that song is you just write great lyrics and then great melodies, and then put it to good music, and then that's how you do it. Now, again, no, free of charge, that information. This next song is called Brooklyn, and the idea is it's about an angel, and the name of the angel is Brooklyn, which I thought was clever. And then I put it in the song, and then it sounded kind of dorky. And so I don't know if I ever even mentioned the I just say this is a song about an angel. I don't think I say this is a song about an angel named Brooklyn, which was the original words. But who knows? Let's listen to it. We'll find out. And then we can talk about it afterwards. We'll have a discussion. We'll have a little round-robin discussion. You and me, and then everybody else in the world. Here we go. It's like a party, kind of.
This is a song about a sweet little angel, and it's really her story.
it's a fun song. Yeah, don't mention that the angel's name is Brooklyn. I just say it's about an angel. But it's called Brooklyn, the title, so, maybe people can figure it out. And I'm telling you now so you know. So, you're in the know. Somebody else might come across that song and go, what is this song? Why does it call it Brooklyn? Oh, it must be set in Brooklyn. And they don't know. They won't know that the angel in the story is actually named Brooklyn. Now, is there an angel named Brooklyn? No idea. I mean, there's a lot of kids named Brooklyn now. And if you believe that when you die, you go to heaven and you become an angel, then there's fucking shit tons of Brooklyn angels. Now they're young, because I think calling your kid Brooklyn is something that's, I'm going to say, last 10 years. Anything before last 10 years, like, if it's 1980 and you name your kid Brooklyn, people are like, what's wrong with you? If you had a beard in 1980, well, I guess you could have one in 1980, but if you had a beard in the 90s and you tried to name your kid Brooklyn, you would be murdered. Like, people would just gather outside your house, and your wife would be like, there's a bunch of people gathered outside the house. I told you not to name our daughter Brooklyn. And why haven't you shaved in 2 months? It's too late for you now. It's too late for you, Steve. And then Steve, with this Irish brogue, would be like, I was trying to live in the future, but now I'm condemned to die by trying to act like someone in their early 30s in the year 2021. Arr. I know, Steve. How come your Irish accent is so perfect? You were born here in the United States, but your Irish accent sounds so authentic. Because I have not only adapted a modern look in the 90s, but I'm also adapted the Irish brogue of the leprechaun. Arr! And then they drag him out in the yard and they murder him. And that's what he deserves. But not nowadays. Now it's a different time. Now, yeah, grow your hair out on your face, motherfucker. And name your kid any fucking thing you want. You want to name him after a goddamn city in New York? Do it. Or a borough or whatever the fuck it's called. You want to name your kid goddamn, oh, this is my kid, Trash Shit. Oh, you want to name your kid Trash Shit? Go for it. Here's the thing. You name your kid Trash Shit in 2021, you're probably going to get murdered. Shave your beard and name your kid Trash Shit, and you're going to be arrested. But now, cut to 2042, cut to 20 years from now, where nobody has any hair on their body at all, like it's forbidden. Everybody looks like a fucking alien. Like, everybody's skin is white. They've had their eyes widened. And they're naming their kids Trash. Like, you go to Montessori, everybody's fucking, nude and pale with widened eyes, no hair. And their kids are named like, oh, there's 3 Trash Shits in Montessori. Oh, one kid named Devil Damn. Oh, you got a Devil Damn in your class? I've got 3 in 3rd grade. Thank you very much. No, that's the future, though. And see, that's the weird thing about the future is you don't know what it is. So if you're trying to live in the future today, you're going to get some resistance. You're going to get some resistance. But you are kind of living in the future by being in the Song Club. The Song Club is something 2042, hopefully, God willing, I'll still be alive. I'll be old. And I probably won't be making as much sense as I make now. But then it'll be a thing where it's like, oh, the whole world. Like the whole, it's like, Jesus wasn't big and like, I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, I'm using that as an example of somebody who was not very well known, say, 04 to about 100 AD. 04 to about 100, pretty much nobody knew about Jesus. And they started, I think it was like 300 AD that they started writing some books. Or maybe it was 120, who knows, 60 AD, whatever it was. Somebody eventually started writing some books about old Jesus, and then he got real popular after that. And now, of course, if somebody was like, oh man, I've got this old coloring book that Jesus colored in when he was, 8, people would be like, oh, I'll buy that from you for $5 billion because Jesus colored in it. But like, you could not give that coloring book away back in, BC 7. Wait, no, BC 15. In BC 15, if you had that coloring book of Jesus's from a few years earlier, and you were like, hey, you'd be saying it in Arabic, but you'd be like, listen to me, my friend, listen to me, I have the coloring book of the Messiah, listen to me, my friend, I have the coloring book of the Messiah. People are like, hey, bitch, nobody cares. Meanwhile, the snake charmer is just making that money. People are like, oh, let's go watch this guy charm this black mamba or some other deadly fucking viper. A lot of these songs this month are about death. It's just coincidental. It has nothing to do with anything. Of course, if I die this week, people are going to be like, oh yeah, the last song Libby did, it was all about death. Just, it's coincidental if that happens, by the way. All right, this next song is called The Day the Devil Died. The Day the Devil Died. And it's sung, the narrator is the mother of the devil. Now, I don't know if you guys watch any of these crime dramas, but they always like talk to the parents afterwards, and they're like, oh, we didn't know that he was a murderer. We didn't expect him to do it. And they're always upset. Like, the mothers especially, they're like, ugh. They kind of, blame themselves for raising them wrong, But some people are just born fucked up. And I imagine the devil is one of those, like, he's just born fucked up. And, but still, if you're somebody's mom, you're going to just love them no matter what. That's why hell doesn't make any sense to me. But let's listen to it. Here's The Day the Devil Died. Written by me, Bob Schneider.
The day that you were born, that was the day that the devil died. His mama bowed her head and all the angels done cried. They said that he were no good for anyone, but they knew he was his mama's only son. Now every mother loves her baby boy, you know it's true. No matter what they say, no matter what they do. Oh, and that old devil was as bad as they could get. Had a mama would not soon forget. She said, I miss my baby, oh now I'm all alone. I miss my baby, oh now he is gone. I miss my baby with his devilish grin, with his long black hair and his sensitive skin. They buried that devil in an unholy mound, and when the preacher spoke his name, just spit on the ground. Everybody was so happy to see the devil go, except his poor old mom who loved him so. She said, I miss my baby's all that ever had. I miss.
I'm using that Randy Newman accent on that one, which I love. That's my favorite songwriting accent to use. I'm a big Randy Newman fan, so whenever I write a song and I'm feeling Randy Newman-y, I use that accent, and that's what I did on that last song. So that's pretty cool. That's country music. Sometimes I daydream about how easy it would be to make all the money in the world by just writing country songs and playing country music for country people. I could make all the money in the world. It'd be so easy. Just write country songs, which are the easiest of all songs to write. And don't try to get too clever. You just say what you mean. You have a little hook that means, actually, you have a hook that means two things. It means the thing that you're saying, but it also means this other kind of funny thing, but it's also real corny. Now you do that over and over again, and then you just make all the money in the world, and all the country people come to your shows, and you're just playing country music for country people. Now you have to use a country accent. You can't just talk normal like this. You have to talk like this when you're doing the country. Oh, miss my baby. My name is Bob Schneider. I'm a country artist now, and I write country music. And dude, people fucking eat that shit up, and you can make all the money in the world. Now, the other way to make all the money in the world is you can become a Christian artist, and you just write songs about God and Jesus and stuff. They don't have to be good. They just have to be about God and Jesus, and you have to mean what you say. You can't you can't write it in interesting ways or question anything. You just have to say, oh, this is the thing in my life that makes everything work. And then you make a lot of money that way too. Then people, oh, those Christian people. Now you've got all the Christian people coming to your shows, and they're like, oh, he's so good. He's so good. Did you hear that song he wrote? It's about Jesus. Or did you hear that song he wrote? It's about God. The other song he wrote is about Jesus, and then the other song is about God and Jesus, and then this other song. And then but what would happen is I'd write a song about Jesus' shoes, and then they would be like, I'd be canceled because, oh, he wrote a song about Jesus' shoes, and I think he was being facetious. Okay, well, let's go murder him, and then Jesus will put him in hell, and then that'll be the end of that. The only problem with making all the money writing country songs and Christian songs is then you're stuck hanging out with a bunch of those people, which is fine. It's fine if you want to get laid. If you want to get laid a lot, if you're a guy and you want to get laid a lot, like so much, by so many different women that you don't know at all, if you want to get laid by so many different women and that you don't know at all, then the best way to do that is either be in a country band or a Christian band, because those country and Christian fans will pull their pants down and then they will expose their butthole, and they will say, see that? Don't, below that, that's the vagina. Stay out of that. Don't go near that. But above the vagina is a thing called the butthole, and you can put whatever you want in there and just go to town. Because your music is so good. That song about Jesus is so good. So just put it in the butthole. And then when you're done, I'll put it in my mouth. And that's the way it works. If you like that sort of thing, if you're into that sort of thing, then country music is where it's at, or Christian music. Either one. Either two. They work really well for that. So, I don't know. I think about it sometimes. I go, well, it's a road. I would have to turn around and go back pretty far to get on that road. But I could do it. I mean, I've colored my beard in. I've gotten rid of the gray, so at this point I can really do anything. All roads are open and available to me, including those two. Let's listen to this next song. So I got two more songs. A song called Broke Tick. This is a song I'm shocked I'd never released before. This is truly one of my favorite songs. Yeah, that's right. I was in a place called Starseeds one night after a scab show back in the 90s. And they had a lot of graffiti in the Starseeds bathroom. And one of my favorite graffiti that I've ever seen on the bathroom wall said, if I had eggs... Oh, I'd have wait. If I had eggs, I'd have ham and eggs. If I had ham. If I had eggs, I'd have ham and eggs if I had some ham. I think that's what it was. Something like that. Basically, I don't have anything. But if I had this thing, then I'd have that thing. Anyway, I thought it was funny. I used it in this song. One of my favorite songs. Is it a country song? Yeah. It's fucking, yeah, it is. Am I going to be putting something in somebody's butthole because of this song? Oh, I have. Believe. Believe.
Bad times, too many. Good times, too few. So blue. If I had some eggs, I'd have ham and eggs. If I had some ham. Oh, damn. Girl's ugly, she can't fight, and her daddy's in the Ku Klux Klan. Oh man, broke dick, hurt heart, eyes full of tears. Oh dear.
Oh man, who's doing all that picking? That's Bob Schneider picking it out. I wrote that song on the old tenor guitar. Tenor guitar is a 4-string guitar. It's got the same tuning as a mandolin, which is the same tuning as an upside-down guitar. If you ever pick up a tenor guitar in a store and you want to play it, just pretend it's the top 4 strings of a guitar, but upside down, and then you can play any chord that you want. Anyways, I picked up that guitar in the store and immediately started writing that song and another song called Every Hour Every Day, and so I immediately bought it and took it home and recorded both those songs. I do that a lot. I'll go into music stores and I'll pick up a guitar, and if I, or anything, a banjo or any instrument really, and if I start writing a song right away with it, I'll end up buying it and bringing it home, and I feel like it's paying for itself in a way, even though you can't make any money on songwriting anymore. You can only make money selling tickets to your show or doing things like this Patreon, which I really appreciate. Back in the day, you could write a song and put it on a piece of vinyl or a cassette or a CD, and then people would pay for that. They don't do that anymore, as you know. So we have other things that we can do, like this, where you can't get it anywhere else, so you got to come here to Patreon, to the Song Club, and I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy all these songs. I know I love making them. My apologies to all the Christian rock people and the country people if I upset you or said something to hurt your feelings. Last thing I want to do is that. I love country people and I like Christian people a lot. I really do. I think there's some wonderful people in both of those groups. All right, let's end it with a country song. Why shan't we? Why shan't we? Why shan't we just get the fuck out of here on a country song? And even though I said we were going to be out of here in 10 minutes, here we are. We're at an hour. Once again, the time has flown by here at the Song Club, and it's been so nice hanging out with you and your loved ones, if you do have loved ones, or you and your cat or dog or whatever, or corpse of an old friend who said something that you didn't like one night and then you murdered them, and now you're just sitting there with their mummified corpse in whatever trailer park you live in. Whoever it is, hope you had a great time. I had a great time, and I hope you have a wonderful month of October. It's my birthday month. I'll be having a birthday. Happy birthday to me. You're welcome. And hopefully we'll see you out there on the road. Got a lot of shows, of course, every Monday at the Saxon Pub, and then a bunch of shows kind of all over the country. So wherever you're at, I hope I see you out there. And we'll see you next month on the Song Club. In the meantime, let's go out of here with a little song called Electrocuted by the Sun. Oh, let's crank this shit.
I got electrocuted by the sun. 241. Both shot straight to my brain. Don't think I'll ever be the same again. I jumped up and turned around. My feet still haven't touched the ground. Since you talked to me. Since you walked with me. Well, I got turned on inside out. I'm green as a tail Brussels sprout. Crazy as this old apple tree. I'm as happy as a 7-year college degree. I got messed up in the head. Honey, I still haven't been to bed. Since you blew my kite. Since you held me tight. I got stepped on by love. Never saw it come 'cause you came from above. Like a big old monster in a monster movie. It was kind of scary and it was kind of groovy.
See you guys.
Feel so hard, I feel so high. God didn't know I could touch the sky. Since you came to town. Since you held me down. Yodeling, 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 woly, 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 woly.